Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for May 12th, 2018. My name is Yoshi. This is a podcast about Japanese idols brought to you by Schook Kaidan.com. And I'm joined, as always, by Charlie Draco Cowder. What's up?
Oh, the butt hurt that's going on this week.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the butt hurt too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right. Let's. I guess I don't know the whole story, so you have to fill me in with
Oh,
whatever shit you've read. But yeah.
it's good news. See.
All right, so let's get into it. First up, Baby Metal Distortion. It's the first thing we've seen by them in 2 years, so we're excited. And it came with some controversy, I guess.
Um, Not so much of the song, but they did an announcement on April 1st, which I'm sure a lot of people assumed was a April Fool's joke. But Baby Metal started out doing announcements on April 1st. So I took it as relatively seriously.
Didn't they release like something on April 1st too? Like an album? Like their last
Possibly?
album?
It might have been. I don't remember. So they released this thing about the 7 dark spirits or something. Anyway, they're basically saying they're adding members.
Right.
And I don't know if they're adding 7 members or if they're just taking like 5, 4, whatever, and adding to the 3 that are already there. They're doing their whole mythology thing in letting that tell the story. So we don't know exactly what's going on there. But they added 2 to the current US tour and removed Yui from the tour.
Right.
That's where a lot of the butthurt is. Because Amuse hasn't said anything. Koba hasn't said anything. The official Twitter hasn't said anything. Now, there's been no announcement prior to the first show of who was going to be there or not. Now, this happened last year where Yui was injured or sick or something, and she couldn't perform for like 1 show or 2. And she wanted them to go on to do the show, which made perfect sense to me. Because I know Yui's past and why she joined Sakura Gakuin.
What is that?
When her family, I believe it was her father, was sick in the hospital, and Karen Girls came out at that time, and that was one of the songs that really got her through it, and she joined basically because of Tsu and Mutayami.
Okay.
So yeah, and her audition song was actually Over the Future, I believe, from Karen Girls. So yeah, there's a very big emotional connection there for Yui. So I can understand her wanting the group to go on for the fans and really understanding how music can be impactful for people going through a hard time. But this time there was no announcement, so it's just Tsu, Yui, and these 2 random girls, and they're mic'd. They're not just backup dancers; they have mics.
Right.
So I don't know if they actually did sing or not, but yeah,
Well, someone had to take over Yui's stuff, right? Not, I mean, it was mostly like stuff like "Gimme Chocolate," right? Where
yeah,
one of them like Moa would do the and then and Yui would be like
well, there's also Onodali Daisakusen, which is Yui and Moa,
right, like by themselves, right?
Yeah, for no Uta and
yeah,
the Black Baby Metal stuff. And from what I understand, they're not actually doing those songs.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
So
it'd be weird to have the first additional member doing that while the second additional member is like, "What do I do here? What's up?" You know?
Yeah, well, be backstage with Sue having hot chocolate.
Yeah, I don't
or a bear.
So it's kind of an awkward situation.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So it's everything's still kind of clouded in mystery. We still don't know exactly what the hell is going on.
Well, 5B Entertainment, which is I believe it's the agency that's running the Baby Metal records in the U.S.
Uh-huh.
since they opened their own record label here now.
Right.
Um, Released a thing that said Yui is still in the group, but she's not on this U.S. tour. But that's all they said.
Right. They didn't say
Basically,
reasons.
no. Basically, they said there's a story going on, and that's all we're gonna say. She's still in the group. She's still alive. And that's, they didn't even say she was in good health or anything. It's just she's still in the group.
And
And
I love the reaction of, oh my god, why isn't Amuse saying anything? And I'm like, well, they're a Japanese agency. I don't know if you've dealt with
Yeah.
any Japanese agencies, but they don't
Mhm.
tell us shit.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was where I was coming at it from. Okay, I knew from the video, okay, they're adding members. I really am not, I really didn't want them to do it,
Hmm.
but I knew it was coming.
Right.
Because I know how Japanese management works. And I really didn't want that. And then it's like, okay, Yui not showing up, even AKB like normally will say, this person's injured, or well, Hello Project will.
Yeah,
This
yeah. They'll
person's
say, "Oh, she
injured,
broke her leg. She's gonna sit in a chair for the concerts." Something like
or
that.
yeah, or she'll be at this concert, but she won't be at the future concerts. And we'll let you know when she's coming back, or she'll just show up one day.
Yeah, and then the other side of the coin is Gem and Avex and Idol Street management who kept us in the dark completely for
Nothing.
months, and we had no idea what the hell happened because we sort of knew it was a scandal, but they didn't say anything, jack shit.
Yeah.
Just canceled events, not saying anything, and then boom, in January or February, whenever they addressed it, it was like, oh, by the
We're
way,
disbanded.
Gem is rip in pieces.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, there's a lot of butthurt over that, but also a lot of just concern over it. It's like, initially it was concern: is Yui still in the group? Is she okay? Why are they doing this type thing?
right.
And I still don't know why they're doing it. I don't get it.
Well,
But
I think they're not going to add any more members. The whole 7-person lore thing that they released, I think, is talking about this PV, which we should get into. It's 7 like elementalists, I guess, or magicians, wizards.
I have no idea. It's Final Fantasy.
I don't even know if this is Final Fantasy's man.
It's very like dark Final Fantasy.
This is like Shadow of the Colossus meets magic. I don't know.
I was thinking like Final Fantasy meets Attack on Titan.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Attack on Titan, but like in the world of what is it? Mad Max and Fist of the North Star. It's just post-apocalyptic buildings that are torn down, and you have these elementalists that use elements
Or something.
I think it looks like it's mostly elements. I don't know about the other 3 or 4, but there's a water user, there's a fire user, there's one that uses like gravity and stuff. So
Yeah.
they use like I don't know, just magic to control elements and stuff in the surroundings. One just levitates stuff and throws it against these gigantic monsters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the PV I think is completely CG. I don't think
Yep.
there's any real people in it.
Are the people CG as well?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
It looks really real.
It looks like what Final Fantasy. God, what was that movie?
Kingsglaive,
No, the one from Final Fantasy VII.
Spirit Within,
Yeah,
Advent Children.
yeah, that one.
I think this is way more realistic though.
Yeah, it looks like an updated engine from that or something.
They look like humans,
Yeah,
just crazily dressed.
but I think it is. If it's not, it's a lot of heavy makeup.
Yeah, and crazy costumes and outfits.
Yeah, they put a lot of money into this.
Yeah, it's
They put a lot of money.
looking PV. The effects are really good. It doesn't look corny. The outfits are like really cool. It's stuff that you see in video games like Final Fantasy or in anime where everyone has like a very unique look, like all the relevant characters.
Yeah,
So the designs are fantastic. Each character is distinguishable. and it's
Really, really high budget stuff.
yeah, it looks like great. Like it make a movie out of this. Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'd watch it because I don't really watch movies, but that seems like a pretty cool idea. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I think it was somewhat referring to this. I think that their revelation thing was partly referring to this, but I think it was also. I think they are adding members, but I think the members are supposed to be more background dancers
Right.
than anything. So I
They're
don't think
like
they'll.
they're secondary to Yui and Moa, probably.
Yeah,
They're not additions to Yui and Moa.
yeah. They did some of the fighting for like Akatsuki, and they'll probably do some of the fighting for IDZ.
Well, yeah, I mean, someone's got to take over for Yui, right? So
Yeah, no, yeah.
it would
But
just be
they're
Moa doing her, shtick
yeah,
by herself on the
yeah.
one side of the stage, and it'll be
That would
nothing
be
happening on the other side. So it'll be really sad.
that would be kind of funny. But it's like actually like choreographed fight scenes
Yeah,
instead of what you and Moa were doing.
or karate, they do that thing
Yeah,
where they punch each other or fake punch each other, right?
yeah,
Kenny says this is Avatar. Yes, it's probably
yeah.
Avatar, at
It
the
it,
last Airbender or whatever.
it kind of is. It's very similar in
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's got some like I don't know. It's really weird.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's an amazing looking PV. It's just a shame that it's kind of hard to force the members into this context because this is so
Hmm.
supernatural and super powerish and fantasy
Yeah,
oriented. But yeah, the lack of members is kind of disappointing, just in terms of wanting to see the three members or now five members, I guess.
7, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they released posters that said you'll never know when, where, how, why they show up. Yeah. So you don't know who's going to be at which show,
Yeah.
which I think that's a mistake.
Yeah,
I
I'm not sure about that.
think Kiss did this, and Kiss got a lot of backlash for it too. Is
Oh,
I
is it
understand
like,
it.
oh, Peter Chris isn't going to be performing tonight. It'll be this asshole.
No, it was like they started performing in makeup again,
Uh-huh.
and then at one of the shows they were performing in makeup. Well, somebody realized that it wasn't actually the original Kiss members.
That's
It was
amazing.
somebody else in Kiss makeup performing Kiss songs.
So they're
And
basically
they
a cover band.
yeah, but it's actually like Kiss
Yeah.
backed, it's like, oh, Kiss didn't want to show up tonight, so you go perform for us instead.
I mean, they can hire like the hundreds of thousands of Kiss cover bands that probably exist to do that.
I'm sure, yeah, but they actually have like I don't know, the kind of like an idol group. They hired new members to go do shows for them.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird, and I kind of feel that that's the same thing. It's like, oh, hey, Baby Metal's going to be here, but it's not really Baby Metal.
Right.
It's like, hey, Baby Metal is going to be here. Oh, wait, it's only Sue and a couple backup dancers. Yeah, that's not why I got into Baby Metal. It's a very Japanese management thing in a very Western world. And I'm not sure it's gonna. I'm honestly not sure Baby Metal will make it out of it.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what path they're going on. It seems like they're focusing more on touring rather than releasing new music, which is not a big deal.
But much
But
more Western.
right, which is fine, but the issue
Yeah.
comes out to the hardcore fans who become attached to the three original members are pissed off because Yui's not around.
But yeah, well, and they're pissed off at management's lack of any acknowledgement of it.
Welcome to following Japanese entertainment industries.
Yeah.
That's all I can say
If
to that.
AVAC, or not AVAC, Amuse came out and said, Yui's still recovering from her injury, she won't be here. End of story, fine.
That's literally all they had to say, which tells
Yeah.
me that this is deeper than that. This tells me either Yui's severely injured or sick, something with Baby Metal's direction and treatment is pissing her off, so she's boycotting, and they're trying to negotiate something with her. I don't know what it is, but I think it's deeper than just injuries at this point. It just seems weird. If it was just injuries,
Yeah.
a simple tweet, less than 140 characters, but I mean, you can use 280 characters. You can
Yeah.
say, "Oh, Yui Metal is injured, so she will not be performing for the next 2 months," and that's all they had to do.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, they probably shouldn't have scheduled a big ass world tour when they knew that Yui wasn't recovering at the rate that they wanted her to, right?
Well,
So I think this seems abrupt.
there's some speculation on that too, on whether they already had it scheduled before she was injured
Right.
and they couldn't cancel or didn't want to have to
Right.
deal with whatever consequences there were from that. But I don't think that's the case. I think this is planned. This does not seem, especially with this PV, it doesn't seem like it was something that was just thrown together.
Yeah. You think there's gonna be some sort of reveal at the end of the tour, and it's like
I don't know
Yui
what's going to
Metal
happen.
is hanging on a cross and bleeding, and they sacrificed her to the fox god, and they add 5 new members, and they turn into 7.
I don't know what's going to happen because this is supposed to be like the dark side,
Right.
and everything before was the light side. So it's like I don't know what's going to happen.
I guess it's gonna get darker.
I don't know. I'm not happy with it because I'm not happy in the direction I see them going. I see them going much more mainstream in the music. This song, other than vocally, is very much in the metal realm. They don't really stray outside of that. And I don't think that their next album is going to stray outside of it at all. I think it's all going to be very much in the metal realm. And that's not why I got into baby metal. I did not. No,
Go ahead.
I didn't get into baby metal for straight metal.
Yeah. That's the Yui and Moa edge that they brought. That little bit of dose of cutesiness that kind of separated them from just Sue Metal singing to metal music.
Well, there was also more pop elements. There was more.
Right. That's what I mean. They brought that cute side because if Sue Metal was singing by herself, I don't think it would be very pop.
Well, you got your pop and your melodies and your instrumentation and stuff too, but like
yeah, but that's mostly on the instrumentation though. The popness comes from the instrumentation. It's not that Sue Metal is singing like a pop style or anything.
No, she's singing very. I don't know exactly how you'd call it,
as she usually does.
Yeah. But there's not even like any pop instrumentations in this.
Yeah, it's straight.
And from what I heard of the other 2 songs, there's not anything there either.
I mean, wasn't the last album pretty metal too? I mean, the lead track Karate was very straightforward.
It was a lot more, but there was sounds like GJ and
I haven't listened to it in a while, but the impression I get is that they were pretty straight metal.
It wasn't as straight as this. There was a little bit more pop elements to it, but it was still very pop or very very metal. And I don't think this one's gonna stray anywhere near pop.
Yeah, I just think this song is very short. It's 3 minutes long, which is an okay amount of time.
Very abrupt on the ending.
Yeah, I'm not so disturbed by that. I'm more disturbed by the song structure where it's basically 2 parts essentially. It's the instrumental and Sue Metal saying "stop the power" or something like that, right?
Yeah,
that's the verse. And in the chorus, which is the da 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 whoa, and that's literally just 2 parts to this song. And that to me feels like "Gimme Chocolate." "Gimme Chocolate" was very similar in terms of song structure. I'm not saying the song it sounds the same, but I think the structure of the song where it's just 2 main focused parts switching back and forth is kind of tiresome after multiple listens. It just feels old.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a little bit more in the intro, but it doesn't last at all. And there's the vocals are distorted for quite a bit of it. Um, especially the growling
Yeah,
counterpoints.
it's the verse. I would call it the verse, and
Yeah,
then it just goes
yes.
straight into the chorus where Sue Metal sings like as she usually does, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Where well, I guess it's Sue actually like echoing the growling. Um yeah, it's very I don't know. It's a disappointment for me. This song is definitely a different disappointment for me.
Okay, rate it.
I would I'd shelf it. I'd shelf both. The PV just yeah, it's good looking, but I don't understand the whole story behind it. I don't feel like there's enough here to really portray what they're trying to do with the story. Um, I think they're probably going to be more coming in the next 6 months or so. Um, and yeah, the song just does not do it for me. It's way too just in the metal realm for me. I don't hear Yui and Moa at all in the vocals.
No,
Which that's okay. There's been Sue Metal solo songs before, but this one doesn't feel like it should be. I don't know why, but it doesn't.
yeah, they completely cut out the Yui Moa parts for this.
Yeah,
I'll
and
go ahead.
I think that's where Give Me Chocolate had some help to not be as boring as it could have been.
Yeah, I mean that still sounded like baby metal, right? Because
Yeah,
Yui and Moa brought that.
yeah.
I'll give the PV a shelf. It is great looking. I love the character designs. I love the outfits and everything like that. But the entire PV is shot in slow motion, and it just feels like there's no action for how cool the setting and idea it is. And like they fight the two monsters, but like everything about it is just so slow and too deliberate. I want some like wall running and just blasting through a building or something like that. I guess that requires a little bit more budget, and they didn't quite have it or something like that. But it just feels like a lot of nothing happens in this PV because a black hole sun appears, and it doesn't really show anything at the end. That's about
Yeah.
it. So it's just a slow PV where almost nothing happens for such an
Mm-hmm.
interesting and good looking concept. It's just a really disappointing thing. But it's really nice to look at. I like the designs and I like the superpowers. I like the CG effects. Just it's lacking in action when this should have been like just action packed. The song is fast, aggressive, but this PV is not really.
No, no, it's very slow.
Yeah. Song I'll put on a playlist. I do think it's catchy. Thankfully, it's only 3 minutes long, but I do think the two parts repeating over and over again is kind of a repetitive concept. That's one of the reasons why Gimme Choco is not one of my favorite baby metal songs.
Mm.
I do like it. I can definitely listen to it on a playlist, but beyond that, nah. I have plenty of baby metal songs I like way more.
I wonder. There's 3 beasts in this PV, aren't there?
Is it three? I don't know. I thought it was two.
Maybe it is.
I don't know.
Hmm.
And that's another thing. This PV is kind of hard to follow, even if you pay attention to it.
Yeah, there's 2 at least that you see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's just this. It's a very disjointed, slow PV.
Yeah, well,
So,
I'm just trying. I'm starting to think about symbolism now. It's like, interesting.
yep. All right, let's Baby Metal Distortion. Sorry, that got a little bit long-winded. We had a macro discussion on Baby Metal.
Baby Metal's management is freaking up.
Uh, let's wait and see. Okay, let's just. We might be getting worked. Okay, we'll see. Wait and see.
I still think they're messing up.
All right, from one metal group with a baby in the title of the name of the group to another. LADYBABY. Hoshino Nai Sora, the sky without the stars.
And it's another very, very metal song. Only this time it's like I've heard that that LADYBABY was actually supposed to like disappear when Ray left.
Mm-hmm.
and Rie's the one that like demanded it stay together. But I don't know
I love
if
how.
that's
Go ahead.
if that's the case. Cool, but I don't know if I'm into this new one.
Yeah, and I love how they had their concert before they released anything. They're like, "Hey, we're just gonna start performing. Fuck releasing a song or music video."
Yeah. Uh, I love how all of them have like these like badass, kind of very like baby metal type outfits. They're not quite as like medieval and armored looking, but they're still very like armor-ish looking.
This
At
looks more
least
punkish.
a little bit, yeah, but also a little more like medieval uh armor. At least on the one chick, the chick with the pink hair. Um, but they all look fairly normal, except and then you got the screamer who's in bright pink hair.
Yep.
It's like you might have wanted somebody else that wasn't quite, as blend in as the other two are. And then you got your pretend naked scenes, which are
Yeah.
just weird and
Uh,
random and
at the very least, it's a little higher than what we saw from Up Girls. I feel like with Up Girls 2, you go down just an inch or two and you would have seen their chesticles,
yeah.
and at least here it's a little higher, I think.
Yeah, it's like the top of the shoulders rather than like the bottom of the collarbone.
Right, yeah, at least that. But yeah, this PV is, for me, I told you
Lazy.
this. It's the cheapest, the laziest PV Lady Baby's ever done.
Oh yeah.
Before they were ambitious, they were shooting PVs walking through, Tokyo, Japan, whatever. They shot a PV even recently as last year where they were in a Japanese temple.
Yeah.
This is just a studio with a black curtain in the background with one light projector, and that's literally the entire PV.
Other than the white one, the white studio that is
Where they're
literally the
naked.
same location.
Yeah. They
Even
just
AKB does
changed.
better than this.
I mean, AKB has budget, right? So
Even
I expect them to do something way more like invested
yeah.
than this.
Even Up Girls 2 did something better than this.
Yeah, for sure. Like the last PV, Happy Slove we talked about was a better PV. This PV is for a group who doesn't get 65,000 views in a span of a week.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the sad part. And I was worried as soon as Lady Beard left. I knew things weren't going to be the same.
Oh yeah.
Ria and Ray, they kind of kept it together there for a little bit, but then the quality of their stuff definitely took a dip. I think we noticed this for sure after Lady Beard left, and then Ray left, and then now we have this. Where is
Yeah, what was it? Goshen Girl or
Sampai Goshuin Girl? I like that song actually.
that one was okay. Pedo was okay.
Pedal was okay. Yep,
The one in the temple I wasn't too hot on.
that's Sampai Goshuin Girl.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Um, maybe it was just a video.
that was a good looking PV though. They both look fantastic. Um, they did the one where they're in an apartment and they're like throwing food at each other. I vaguely remember.
Easter Bunny?
Yeah, and then there's one where they're running outside around like a park in a like a housing district.
Yeah.
Those were just not good. And then the last PV they had done together, I believe, is the one where it's like a zombie attack in a school that's like
Pinky.
yeah, and there's no zombies. Like, I mean, you sort of see them, like a glimpse of them, and that was it. So yeah, the quality definitely dipped, and this is where they've come to, where they said, "Hey, we can keep the name because Lady Baby has some, I guess, brand quality to it now, the name at least." So they're like, "Let's just shove 3 girls into this and see what happens." And it seems like they didn't put any effort into the song or the PV.
Yeah. Yeah. They're still under Clearstone, apparently.
Is that
This-
the cosplay company or whatever?
Yeah, the costume outfit.
Yeah.
At least that's who did the costuming for this one. I love the guy who did the translation, who obviously doesn't know how to spell.
What
Don, yeah,
growly
Gro,
days?
Growly days,
I think that's
Growly days.
wordplay. I think it's wordplay from the lyricist, honestly.
Well, maybe. But I mean, when you got translation of Donnie Anderson from Meme Communications Inc.
Yes, Meme Communications Inc. I'm pretty sure we've talked about Meme Communications Inc. before on the show
Yeah,
once or
that's
twice
just
before for sure. Because I remember laughing about that company name.
yeah. That's a great name.
It's a fantastic name.
uh,
But yeah, this
I
PV is
it
just
might be.
not good, man. It's just so budgety and no
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah, they went from here have all the money to here's a studio and a camera.
Hey, you guys want to film a PV and on Wall Street in New York? Yeah, great. Now we're in a studio.
It's literally here's a studio or a warehouse, here's a single camera, and here's a couple lights.
Yeah.
That I mean, that's what they went from.
And it's like, hey, let's use some filters, and it's like, okay, that doesn't make this PV better.
No. Nope. Oh yeah, growly days. Instead of glory days, which I'm pretty sure that's actually what they say is glory days. But
They say it that way, but I'm pretty sure it's not a spelling error. I think that's just intentional.
maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
And they're very like fourth
They're
wall with the lyrics too, because it's like it's not over yet. Is one of the lyrics.
I don't know. My interest in Lady Baby might be over.
Yeah. Um, hey, LB, come again, Lady Baby. Game's not over yet. It's like, yeah.
Was the one of the lyrics "Don't stop bugging me" or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's in the bridge, I think.
I missed that one.
Yeah, and the song is a very straightforward idol rock song with a little bit of heavy metal screaming with the pink-haired girl, a little bit of
Punky.
chugging, yeah, a little bit of punk for sure. So it's just, it's it's well done, but nothing about it is leaving an impression.
Other than the screamer, it's good.
Screaming's okay, but like to me this feels I don't want to use maybe it is cheap, but I want to find a word where it feels like not authentic, like fake, and combine it with the word like cheesy and corny, where they try to recreate something, but then it just comes off corny as hell.
It's like they're trying to play at being metal.
Like try hard, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe try hard might be. Yeah, it just feels yeah, it's missing something.
Yeah, I'm not sure punk rock metal is the what they should be going for. I'm just not sure that that's what they should be doing.
I don't know what they should be doing, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want them to do metal? They're probably gonna go down like the passcode Zenbu Seda route. Or if you tell them to go down like straightforward metal, they're gonna try and be like baby metal. So they kind of struck that middle of, hey, let's maintain our poppiness with a little bit of edge to it, and just doesn't come out very
Just not well written.
just it's not a very attractive song. Like it's not an ugly song. It's not an I'm trying to use aesthetic words into music, but it's just nothing about it. Just feels plain and just lacking in personality.
It just wasn't well constructed, I don't think.
Yeah, it might be that. I'm not connecting with it at all.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on this?
No. Not really.
Rate it?
I would dump the PV because whatever. That shelves the song. It's an okay song, but it's just yeah, it's not doing it.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same. Probably shelf the song and dump the PV. It's really disappointing where Lady Baby had so much potential, and then now this just feels like I don't know, it's lacking something.
I think management really screwed Lady Baby over.
Yeah.
Because Lady Beard came out and flat said that management was why he left.
Yeah.
There were a lot of rumors going around that he left because of visa issues or whatever, and I'm like,
Except he still is in Japan, right?
yeah, and he didn't really waste much time in creating Deadlift Lolita
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't think visa issues. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he could finally come out and just say it. He had an issue with the manager.
Yeah. That's not surprising.
And the direction that they were going.
All right, let's Lady Baby Hoshino Nai Soda. Next up, Festive Yamato Nadeshiko Sunrise. So
this is very colorful.
Yeah, lights, colors. It's a very vibrant PV, but it has Japan filter on top,
and
the stupid fucking white border around the video, which just takes up space
unnecessarily.
Yep. And I also think this location is fucking awesome. This cabaret club lounge nightclub thing.
I got to look into that and I'm going, oh my god, I would not want to clean that place.
No, it's probably just sticky everywhere and smells like cigarettes.
Look at how much like chrome and glass and mirror surfaces there are in there. It's like, oh, I do not want to clean that.
Yeah. And there's like stripper poles, there's a roulette table, so I don't know what this place is. This is some sort of pleasure island adult fantasy land, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to be this super crazy in your face PV, but it's not.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, we're 7 or however many members of Festive, we're taking over this club, and this club is empty, and it's like, okay. And you're not doing any of club activities, right? You go to a club, what do? You do club shit. You dance, you drink, not lounge and dance.
Yeah. God, I don't know.
There's a roulette table, so play the roulette. Get some strippers that are supposed to be dancing on the pole. Like, I don't know. Just feels soulless.
Doesn't feel very festive.
Yeah, for their concept is supposed to be celebrating, festivals and the culture of being festive, And this song has like traditional Japanese festival instrumentals, but
the song is definitely there.
The PV is not very festive.
Other than like some of the artwork where they got like the dragons and stuff, yeah. But that's the club, not whoever did the PV.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not a bad PV, but
it's not. No.
Yeah, I'm with you on the filtering. That's makes it look really muted, not as bright, which can be a good thing. It doesn't hurt your eyes to look at it, like some.
But this PV, I'd rather it hurt my eyes.
Yeah,
it would leave more of an impression.
Yeah,
and this is filmed indoors. There shouldn't have any issue with cloudy weather outside or anything. They should have like the brightest lights and just shine it on them. But
yeah,
it just feels like the members are shadowed.
Yeah, I can see that. The white border is why. I mean, are we supposed to be looking at it like it's a picture frame hanging on a wall or something? That just makes no sense.
Yeah, it's Yeah, it's my usual complaint of going to like a club type setting and not having people in it. And
It
for a
feels
group that celebrates festivities, it feels like they're not celebrating anything.
it feels very cramped too. Some of these group shots are like they're super zoomed in and like
Well, to be
you've
fair,
got
Japan is a cramped country. Everything is very
yeah,
close together because it's
but
a tiny place.
yeah, but you've got this huge club with nobody in it. You don't need to be that crammed together.
I bet the walking spaces are super cramped.
Yeah, but still, you don't need to be that crammed together. I don't think.
I think I'd rather see it be cramped with a lot of people than just members being members, by
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah. No, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But I don't think the group shots where they're like just singing or pointing to the camera or whatever they're doing need to be that cramped. Not in an empty club.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I want them to be bumping shoulders with just random people holding drinks.
If that was the case, yes, that'd be I'd be okay with that. But yeah, the song is
Festive.
very fast.
Sounds like a festive song.
Yeah. I kind of like how there are sections of the song where it's the instruments or the instruments that are really festive and hyper, where other sections the instruments pull back and it's the vocals that are really hyper. And then there's a kind of a good balance there in other sections. I really like that. So you don't really lose that hyper, and it does feel very hyperactive feel to the song.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive song for sure.
Yeah.
I think I'm not really impressed by the melodies of the song. I just like the instrumentals. It's like a dempa-ish
Mm.
main melody that I really like. The choreo matches with it, so I like that, but everything else seems pretty flat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, other than the energy, there's not a whole lot interesting going on.
Yeah. Yeah, just
Um,
melodically it's just kind of weak.
yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that. Um, you got anything else?
Nah, you want to rate it?
Um, I would shelf the PV. And the song's like, yeah, I'd probably shelf this song. After hearing it, I don't know how many times now. It's I initially thought maybe it would be playlist, but yeah, after hearing it a few more times, it's like, no, I don't think I'd want to put this on a playlist. I probably wouldn't skip it if it came up, but
I will shelf both. PV has potential. The lighting is not great. The filtering, whatever. The white borders. Why? 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 Uh, and the fact that there's no one in that club. Just they need to stop doing PVs like this. It's like, oh, isn't this location cool? I'm sorry, that's not enough to make a interesting or good PV for me. I need some action.
yeah,
If you're gonna be in a place where people should be, bring people in. It's not that hard.
no,
So apparently it's difficult because I seem to be complaining about it every other week.
it's not like AKB where they started out and you only got 7 fans.
Right. I mean, that's what I like about like when AKB does a PV like Jabba Ja. They don't they don't pull any punches when it comes to grabbing extras. You know,
Yeah,
they'll just throw 1,000 people on the screen because they can. You don't need 1,000 people here, so I don't know. I don't know what the excuse is. I'm sure there's some logistical issues. The club owner's like, yeah, I'm not letting, you know, however many people in, at 5 p.m. because we're closed or whatever. So I don't know. I guess there's some
yeah,
rules to it,
yeah. I'm sure there's some reason for it, but
but it's not an excuse to me. All right, let's festive. I closed the video without saying the title. Yamato Natsuko Sunrise. And next up, Osaka Shunkashuuto. Sekai ni wa bokura dake. We're the only ones in the world.
Well, Mina's the only one in the world
That's
anyway.
true. So this song is very, very true to Osaka Shunkashuuto's style.
Yeah.
But I do think that they added someone else to sing with her, which I never noticed in any other PV.
Yeah, there's like one.
There's two separate girls that sing with her on two separate occasions, and they don't sing by themselves, but they do like backing vocals to Mina.
Well, I know there's like one. There's a couple spots where they all sing, but they sing so weak that it's
Well, it's usually a chorus, right?
yeah. Well, yeah. I don't remember exactly where it's at, but
It's probably the chorus.
there's like one or two spots where they're all singing, and it's just like, but they're so weak and so mixed so low you can't
Yeah,
tell
I
that
mean
it's
they're treated
actually
as
them.
backing vocals. They are literally
Yeah.
backing vocals slash back dancers.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just they're mixed so quiet you could barely tell that there's anybody else singing.
But I do like that I'm physically seeing the second person singing along on the verse.
Yeah.
Not that I hear them at all, because I still only hear Mina, but at least I'm seeing some progress.
I think it was in the second verse I noticed um I could hear her singing.
I mean, you can hear it. It's always behind Mina, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the thing, is they don't get solo lines. They're
No.
just there for backup.
I think she might get like a solo word or two. But that's about it.
I don't think so. I don't hear any other voice.
um but yeah, it's Mina's got a good voice, but I don't know.
Being able to sing in pitch, and yell, I guess counts as being able to sing, but it is the most obnoxious singing style for me with
Yeah.
her vocal quality.
Yeah. Her voice is a little is an acquired taste. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I can't listen to her voice for too long without getting aggressively upset. I just feel like I want to punch someone.
Yeah.
Not her. I just want to punch someone when I listen to her voice.
You just want to punch something.
Yeah, anything. I don't want to break my hand, over something so stupid, but
yeah. It's a good pop rock
Yeah, I would say it's pop rock, yeah.
song.
Yeah, it's good. I think this is the best thing I've heard by them in, I don't know, since Dawn of My Lifetime. Is that the song where she did it in English too?
Yeah.
It's the one with the zombies.
The two with the zombies, yeah.
Yeah,
They came out together.
I feel like this is the best song by them since that song.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that. And I don't mind her vocals in moderation.
Yeah, like once in a while is fine. And this song is actually not as offensive, like with her vocals, as her other ones.
Yeah,
She doesn't seem to be belting as like loudly or as long as before.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. I guess it's Anna and Mana that are singing with her.
Yeah. Did you notice that almost every member, their name ends with
Except Aeon.
Yeah. It's like Anna, Mana,
Yuna,
Lana,
Runa.
yeah, and Aeon. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
sure. That's a Korean MMO, but sure. Yeah. So this song I think is pretty okay. I could listen to it. PV.
Why did they do this? It starts off okay in a warehouse, for a warehouse.
It's a, like a swanky warehouse.
Yeah, okay.
The lights are cool.
Yeah, I guess. They got
dynamic.
A really big light above them, which is good for, lighting.
Yeah.
And then you get like 4 minutes in, and oh hey, look behind the scenes.
Yeah,
It's not even.
I'm not gonna count that as part of the PV. I'm just gonna treat it as a separate entity.
Uh, it really annoyed me.
Yeah, it's annoying for sure. It's like when Biss used to do it, but they would actually still play the song in the back, so you won't be completely taken out of the immersion, but
Yeah,
yeah, you'd still hear like poor Louis with no makeup. Ha 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 ha. And we're like, "Oh, yeah, this is what I want in a PV."
yeah. It's just you're listening to the song, and all of a sudden it just stops, and
Yeah, it's the immersion that's completely killed.
why did they put it in the middle of the song?
That's to be fair. They look great in that photo shoot.
I don't care how good they look. Why did they put it in the middle of the song? Why could they put it at the end?
We have a very particular pet peeve about that. I have an issue with it. I don't mind as much because I can just choose to ignore it. Because if I need to watch this PV, I can just splice it out.
There was no reason they couldn't have put it at the end.
Yeah, for sure. For YouTube purposes, it's annoying for sure. But
There
most
was-
people aren't gonna watch that if it's gonna be at the end. That's why they do it in the middle.
There's no story. There's no reason for it.
Yeah, but and if you listen to podcasts enough, they'll be like, "Oh, I just asked this really cool and interesting question to my guest, but before he answers that question, let me tell you about MeUndies. I've never worn more comfortable underwear, made out of 100% modal cotton. Keeps your jewels nice and cool, doesn't get chafy down there." Fits perfectly like a glove. Go to MeUndies.com. Use the promo code NSK and get 10% off your first order. All right, back to your opinions.
And how much of that was true?
Everything I said was basically 100% true. Except for the promo code. That promo code will not work, I guarantee you.
That's what I thought.
That code will not work because we have no sponsorship deal with MeUndies, okay?
I'm sitting here going, what company is that?
I'm so serious, though. Every other podcast I listen to, MeUndies.com, made out of micromodal cotton.
No, I agree with the whole advertisement thing, but they're not advertising anything. It's just like...
No, I know, but it happens. Interruptions of your regularly scheduled programming do happen.
And there's just no reason for it.
Yeah, but you know what's great, though? Those outfits are dope.
The outfits look good, yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're like modified kimonos.
I'm not so sure on the hair, though.
Oh,
The hair
man,
looks
I like
something out of the 70s or something.
I don't know. I like everything about this visually for the members. Like the makeup. I think it's Aeon who has like a paint thing over her eye. It's just like all like visually cohesive. Except for the set. The set sucks. This is a dumb PV for the set wise, but like the look is spot on. Real nice.
They could have done... They could have used the photo shoot set for the PV set. It would have looked better.
Yeah.
It would have looked more interesting with
But then it would just be, oh, they're shooting a PV for a photo shoot. That's kind of lazy.
But at least they would have had the amps in the background and the mic cords and stuff. Instead of just the blank warehouse. Or at least take that stuff and put it in the warehouse.
Look, the either option is not good. It's just boring. It's just a terrible option. Why couldn't they just go to one of those Edo recreational parks and shoot in front of a couple of those old timey buildings?
Go to a couple of the historical recreation parks.
Yeah, the ones that you have like the fake samurai come out and they do like a whole act for you. Yeah, go to one of those.
Yeah,
that would have fit with those outfits. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
And they can slice people or something, or I don't know.
Yeah, they could have had swords to go along with the outfits.
Yeah, they're Avex. They have money.
Oh, yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting they're actually under Avex.
Yep. So.
Their album title is Super Safe for Work, though.
Yep. What is it?
SSFW.
Oh,
Super
great.
safe for work.
Can you have a level above safe for work though? Like it's even more safer for work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like
No,
Blues Clues.
yeah, SSFW is spring, summer, fall, winter, which is Shunkashuuto. So,
Yeah.
anything else on this?
Um. No.
All right, rate it.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna dump the PV because I hate that. That making of part just killed it for me. The song I'd shelf the song. It's an alright song. It's not bad.
I will shelf the song, dump the PV. I really like their outfits, but the location is just so boring. And maybe I'll just shelf the PV too. I'll shelf it. I'll be nice because I like the choreo too. The choreo is really nice. The song, it's catchy, but yeah, just I'm not in the mood for songs like these. This most of the time, it's just this emotional pop rock thing, and Mina's vocals get a little old after a while. So, and I've listened to this about 10 times now, and yeah, I'm not enjoying it that much.
It kind of feels like it wants to be an anthem, and it's just not quite there.
Yeah, it's definitely going for that for sure. Yeah, it's not as powerful for sure. All right, let's Osaka Shunkashuuto, Sekai ni wa boku da dake, and rapid fire ratings. Oh, we are running. We're running a decent clip. Let's talk about some PVs quickly. Equal Love. This is the B-side to Tokure Caution. Yes, Tokure Caution. The B-side is titled Bukatsu ni mega au natte omotte tanda. Goddamn long-ass title.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And this PV, oh god.
No, this was almost as bad as Osaka Shunkashuuto.
Yeah, Sashi literally ran out of ideas. She's like, oh, it's a B-side, who cares?
Oh, hey, we got a room and we got some gauzy stuff and
yeah,
a
it's
house.
like a silk curtain with different colors.
Yeah, that'll work. Sure, throw that up in the background and here, you girls stand here in front of it.
Hey, now, the girls look cute, right? That'll trick Yoshi into giving it a good score. No, finger wag. No, ma'am. No, Sashi. I'm not that dumb. I am dumb. Not that dumb. I did not get tricked.
Sorry, you don't have a Sakura lookalike in here?
That's true. So if Sakura was in here, I would have been okay with it because she looks great in Hyokure Calendar or in K-pop situations. She looks fantastic. Suck on that, haters. All right, so yeah, this PV entirely is the members singing in front of a curtain of different colors.
In a house. It's actually in a house. There's a window behind them.
Right. I mean,
it's not a studio.
Yeah.
It's a really good fake studio if it is.
Yeah. I mean, but they're all wearing school uniforms, so I think they're trying to pretend like it is a school, but yeah, it looks more like a house window because it's huge.
Yeah.
In a housey way.
Like it's a 4-pane. It looks like it's got the whole 4 panes in it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like a school window at all.
Right. School windows usually just 1 pane and not that tall either, I don't think. So
I don't know. I've seen some Japanese schools that have pretty tall windows.
They usually pretty they're kind of tall, but nothing crazy though. They're a couple feet tall, but those look taller. I don't know. It's just maybe the perspective is weird, but they look lower too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So they definitely look like 4 panes stacked, and yeah. Wow, what a lazy PV.
The song's not any better.
Yeah, it's pretty whatever.
It's very whatever. It's AKS as hell. Vocals are very choral, blah, one big glob of we're singing. And
yeah, and even when they get the solo lines, it doesn't sound great. So
yeah, no, it's.
I think the song feels a little different from AKS, though. I don't.
Maybe instrumentally a little bit, but
yeah, I'm not sure why, but it feels different than typical AKS, which this isn't AKS, so but yeah,
Might as well be.
It might as well be, yes. Yeah, you want to rate it?
It's not Akimoto doing the song, I guess.
Yeah, that's the only difference. But then a girl who has worked under Akimoto for the past 10 years is producing this group. So where do you think the influences came from, right?
Well, I guess the lyrics were Reno.
Right, that's fine. But she knows all the composers. She's sang them all.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, so I feel like when you do that, you're probably going to gravitate towards what has worked for those groups, right? To produce. Yep. Or unless you can be an avant-garde and be like, oh, I'm Kinoshita Momoka. I'm going to do like vomit core, and it's just going to be people vomiting all over the place as music.
I can see her doing that.
It's just her sticking her fingers down her throat and just vomiting into the microphone. That's music.
I can see her doing that.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to like defame Kinoshita Momoka. It's just I feel like that's kind of stuff she might be into. That wouldn't surprise me, is what I'm trying to say.
No,
I'm not saying she does.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. I could definitely see
she's amazing. I miss her a lot.
So yeah, I would I think I'd dump this. I think I'd dump the whole thing. It's just not, I have no interest in it at all. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's just like, there's nothing there.
Yeah, dump doesn't mean bad. It just like for you there's no redeeming qualities basically.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, for me I would dump the PV. Just the laziest thing I've seen since even before Osaka Shunkashuuto. It is lazier than LADYBABY as well, that we talked about earlier tonight.
Oh, so, I don't know about that.
This is pretty lazy, man.
I think they're on par.
At least LADYBABY, they got naked. That's some work. You burn some calories when you get naked.
I guess they at least had a costume change in LADYBABY.
Yeah, there's no costume change here. They just literally had to stand in front of a curtain here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would dump the PV, shelf the song. The song is just the most unobjectionable song I've heard in a while. It's just there. It's fine. Whatever.
Play it in the elevator. Nobody will care.
Yeah. No, I'll be like, oh, they're playing an Idol song. That might not be the greatest compliment. Just, oh, they're playing an Idol song is my thought if I heard this.
You probably wouldn't even be able to go, oh, that's
Yeah, I would just be like, yeah, that's Poochie Paspo? Yeah.
That's like me last night. I was listening to my MP3s, and this song comes on, and they're doing the introduction, rapping and stuff, and I'm like, is this Rhymeberry? And I pull my phone out, and I look, and it's Hallie Callie.
Not even close.
I'm like, oh, nope.
What the hell, man?
Not Rhymeberries.
Jesus
Christ. It sounded like Rhymeberry.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but the names were wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think so.
Alright, that's equal up. Bukatsu ni mega wa natte omotte tanda. Next up, 26 no Masquerade. Nanairo no Tsubomi.
Wow, that's some really strong Japan filtering.
Yeah. I think they wanted to, bring home the point of, hey, we have roses that are purple or blue, which is in the lyrics, and she's holding like lyrics in front of her at the beginning, and it says like blue roses, so I think that's what they're trying to go for.
Okay.
So yeah, they black and white everything and then show that the roses are colored blue for, I think, until the first chorus, and I think when the first chorus hits, you get the color.
But it's really Japan filtered.
Yeah, still, yeah. And the set is a house, Western-looking house. We can put money down on what other idol group has used that house. I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of Tsubaki Factory or I want to say an Avex group of some kind probably used that house as well.
Probably, maybe some fishing idols.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fishing idols. Yep. Of that specific one that we can think of. I think Tsubaki. I think it was Tsubaki Factory that did Hatsuko Sunrise last year or 2 years ago. That the PV set looks like this one, but I think this one looks
Cute
a little
might
smaller.
have cute might have used this one too.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure it's possible.
So yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a Western looking house, and when the chorus hits, the colors come in and they dance outside as well as inside. And yeah, like you said, Japan filtered to hell.
Oh yeah, it is white. It's like you got a noticeable white layer
Yeah,
on the video, and that's never a good thing.
it's like someone spilled detergent, like laundry detergent, on the camera lens or something.
Yeah,
There's this noticeable white, like
haze.
graininess to it. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So yeah,
Yeah.
not the greatest PV, and that's all basically that happens. And
Mm-hmm.
there's really not much going on, so it's
Yeah.
lacking in terms of variety.
Even the choreo is pretty really simple.
Yeah, I
From
think they're trying to
what
go
they
for
show.
more like artsy, like uh, uh, kind of
I wouldn't even
choreo.
I wouldn't even say that. It's just really simple.
Yeah, I think it's more like posing. A lot of it's like posing.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
It's like accented posing. So,
Yeah.
and the song is very. I think it's a very standard J-pop with a little bit of folk to it, folk elements.
I can see that.
I can definitely see non-idol groups do this. I could totally see like a solo female artist totally do this song. It
Yeah.
feels like a laundry detergent commercial song.
Or
PV too.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say shampoo commercial, but
Shampoo,
no.
yeah, yeah.
I think shampoo commercials generally are a little more energetic than this.
Yeah, it just feels like it's for a cleaning product, whether it's the spray for the toilet bowl or something. Whatever Sashi was doing when she was doing her toilet bowl cleaning thing commercial.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's it's well done. It's done all right. It's executed on its ideas.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of bland.
The song's all right.
Yeah, it's
It's
all right.
a little too ballady for me, a little too slow, but it's all right. I would I'd shelf both. The PV's okay, despite the Japan filter. But it is very lacking in replay value.
Yeah,
And the song is just whatever. It's pretty
yeah.
boring too, though.
I think the song does have a pretty good melody, so it does have some redeeming qualities to it. But
Mm.
yeah, it's a very it's kind of lacking in terms of just passion and power.
Yeah.
It's just too subtle for me. You can do a song like this and make it come off a little more, I don't know, with a little more power and kind of aggressiveness. But yeah, it just feels like, yeah, just kind of there. So I'll shelf both. That's Nijurokuji no Masquerade, Nanairo no Tsubomi. Next and last thing we're going to talk about. Kamiyado, Skito iwasite moratte mo ii desu ka?
What is this filter?
Um, hey, I'm a 8mm camera fan, and I don't own one, so I'm just gonna put a filter on it that looks like it's 8mm cam.
Okay.
Hey, isn't it cool that I have burn marks on the edges of the borders for the PV? Because that's
No.
what it looks like. It just looks like cut out photographs with like aged brownness.
I don't get the like little thing on the side, on the left side, in the middle. I don't understand what that's supposed to be.
I don't know enough about film and stuff, but maybe it's something to pull like the film out or something. Maybe it's a tab. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
It's
sure someone knows about video and photography can inform us.
it's way too distracting.
It's unnecessary to say the least.
Yeah, I mean we've seen them do like 8 millimeter and 30 or 16 millimeter PVs before.
Yeah.
Even as far as having like the rolling ticker tapes on the side of the PVs, and they're they can be done well and not be as distracting as this one is, or as dark and grainy as this one is. So
Yeah, it's just the whole PV looks gray and all the grains and stuff. It's
very washed out. Colors are
yeah.
really, really washed out.
It's definitely faithful to what they wanted to go for,
Yeah.
but it's like, do we want that? I mean, do you want that? Like, I'm asking the viewers, do you want this? Like,
No.
this is one of those this is one of those times where I would try to replace a idol group that I followed closer than a Kamiyado, like an idol group I really like. Just throw like Paspo or TGS in there for just as an example. I don't think I would enjoy this PV with either of those groups that I enjoy. It's
No.
just like I want to see them in HD, not old footage with grains.
Yeah, I'm not into retro technology.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I wouldn't. This isn't what I want. And yeah, if this was TGS, no.
TGS did something like this, I think.
But I don't think it was this dark.
It was the dance shot for Shinkai, I think it was. And we're like, is this a PV? And we talked about it on the show. And Shinkai came out the week after or something like that. I remember talking about something. It was a dance practice PV shoot video that was completely throwaway. So yeah. It's the members look good. They look like they're kind of having fun. This is supposed to be some sort of date footage, I think. You're supposed to pretend like you're on a date thing with them. So, yeah, it's cool. I like the idea, but with the whole retro technology thing, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty whatever on this one.
Yeah.
Even the cameras that the girls are using are pretty old.
Yeah, the Polaroid and stuff.
I mean, you can still buy Polaroids even now, but
Yeah, but who uses them?
idols to take checkies.
Oh, that's true. Literally, the Polaroid industry is kept alive by fucking otaku getting 2 shots.
I would not be surprised if that's not the case.
And Sharpies. Certain color Sharpies are kept alive because of idols using 7 different colors to say, "Hey, David Kuhn, thank you for coming, David Kuhn from Texas Burger." That's a direct shot at David for all the fucking checkies that he has.
And like 3 or 4 in a single row.
Yep.
Single
Just stacks.
string. Oh yeah, I got 4 checkies with the same girl, so she had to use 3 different markers and one of the metal heads to sign up each.
Oh god. God damn it.
Uh,
Well, the members look great. The members of Kamiyado, very cute. So, that's nice. But yeah. The song is a very lazy Sunday kind of song for me. It's pretty standard.
Yeah, it's definitely not energetic at all.
Yeah, this also feels like a laundry detergent commercial song.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I'd shelf both.
Yeah, I think I'll shelf both as well. I was leaning towards dumping the PV because I'm very intrigued by the members because, Shallow Me is like, hey, they're cute. I want to see more of them, but then I'm like, doesn't look good. Like, the whole retro techno thing. I'll just go listen to and watch their previous stuff, but some of their previous stuff is a little questionable. So, yeah. I'll shelf both. The PV and song. That's Kamiyado. Skito iwaste moratte mo ii desu ka? And that's all the PVs
Indeed.
we're going to talk about for the show. But before we end the show, the MVPV of the night, where we pick the PV we thought was the best, objectively or subjectively, whatever the hell we want, because that's our scale, dude.
Because it's our show and we do what we want.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's kind of a tough week, right? A lot of middling stuff. So
yeah, I mean, if I had to go purely on like rating, I would have to go with like BABYMETAL and Festive.
yeah, I think I'm there with you. I would probably do BABYMETAL, Festive, Osaka Shunkashuuto.
Yeah.
Even though I think I ended up shelving the PV for Osaka Shunkashuuto. I think I lean towards dumping it, but yeah, I think I would rather shelf it because the outfits and the choreo was nice. So I would say that makes it even with Festive and BABYMETAL for me. Yeah, I don't really have a front runner. I think my highest score was for BABYMETAL, but I honestly, I'm not gonna fight with you on anything this week. I really don't have a dog in this race.
I would say the song that didn't annoy me and the PV that annoyed me the least would be Festive. It was a good upbeat song. And it didn't get old like BABYMETAL's did.
Mm-hmm.
At nearly as bad. And the PV was okay. That's about all I can say for the PV. It was okay. The BABYMETAL PV was well produced, but I felt it was very lacking in substance. And the song it got a little tiring.
Yeah, my vote goes for BABYMETAL. But yeah, if you want to go with Festive, I'm fine.
So, yeah, my vote would go to Festive.
All right, I'm fine with that. I think for me it was BABYMETAL, but I don't feel that strongly about it.
Or as Rayla said, it's a bye week.
Yeah. What do you guys listening to us at home think? Oh man, that's so cool. All right, I appreciate your feedback. How genuine did I sound?
You sounded very sarcastic, actually.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. I'm just tired. I'm just really tired. So Festive, Yamato Nadeshiko Sunrise is the MVPV of the week with BABYMETAL coming in at second.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Saturday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/New School Kaidan and youtube.com/New School Kaidan. Follow us on Twitter at New School Kaidan, me at Yoshirect, and Draco at Draco60. And we have a Discord channel at discord.me/NSK. And don't forget to use promo code NSK at meundies.com. No. Don't forget to use the promo code NSK at God, I'm trying to think of a podcast sponsor. BlueApron.com. Blue Apron, where they prepare your meals. Okay? They freeze it. They send it to you, nice and packaged, portioned, pre-portioned. They send you the instructions on how to cook all these things. Fresh ingredients. Freshest ingredients. Sustainably sourced. No crazy stuff happening, okay? And they send you all the ingredients. All you have to do is cook it. Follow the instructions. Boom. You have a freshly cooked meal. Go to blueapron.com. Use promo code NSK. No, I'm kidding. Okay. That's another one.
No, I just read the chat.
Oh, no. We're definitely not sponsored by that. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.